money without doing nothing in it. And that's the reason when you say that it's a design thinking, right? Any kind of it can be a small function. Design thinking is not related to an IT at all. It IT is one of those parts where you apply the design thinking concepts. One of the basic rules of design thinking is that acceptability in reality. If you say one particular idea or if you build one particular product, is that acceptable or is that ignored? There are few people where they build the products and they go to the market and there is an utter failure as well, which means that your assumption that people will accept your product, but unfortunately people might not accept your product. That's the reality. So happened with the Nokia. 3 days before, I was having a discussion in LinkedIn platform. Not a discussion. I just kept a note. 15 years before, there was a Times magazine or one of the popular magazine which says that who can beat Nokia. And the reality is who haven't beat Nokia today. Everyone has caused the design the Nokia hurdle. But have you ever imagined that what happened to Nokia, or have you ever imagined that any kind of a failure product which is super successful earlier but not so successful right now? The one reason is that adaptability within the team and the changes. And this second important thing is that, friends, I'd like to make it clear. Let's say if you say that your idea was great and you say that who has accepted your idea? Sir, my friends has accepted my idea, which means that, give me one more second. So which means that when you say that your idea is not acceptable by anyone else, and if your idea is only acceptable by you, which means that your idea was only to you, which means that your idea should be acceptable within your circle, followed by outside your circle. That's the most important thing which you ever see in the design thinking perspective. Is design thinking really needed? Yes, thinkers actually are like the owners of a particular product. When you say that you don't have a design thinking mindset, which means that you are actually not doing anything. So, for example, the way you explain your Viva questions or the practical answers, writing a code differently itself is a thought process in your mind. So, having said that, making it clear, IT, information technology, is for the people who are actually the continuous intellectual thinkers. So the adaptability has happening these days in such a way that the information is vast. Every day, every minute you see a change. For example, you can see your mobile updates happening in a week, say 3 days, 4 days of time. All the time you can see a lot of changes. When you see a lot of changes happening, right, it's more important for us to adopt according to that. So when you have a dream to work in a company, right, these days especially, when you don't have a thinking mindset, don't ever jump into IT, because the teams are looking for a transformational brains. For example, the code you write today is not the same code tomorrow. The one COVID rule which is in 2020 is not the same rule, cannot be the same rule today, because the things have been changing. The one medicine which you are used in 10th class is not the same medicine today. When you say that, no, sir, I would like to stick to the fundamentals. Yes, stick to the fundamentals, but adapt to the change. Is that clear? So, when you are trying to automate something, right, first of all, making it clear, artificial intelligence is not automation. Automation is one of those parts of the artificial intelligence